Patrick, I might be in Big Blue Nation, but purple reigns supreme, at least for today, as the Bowling Green Purples were able to come out on top, beating Letcher County Central in what turned out to be a thrilling contest. Welcome back. The Bowling Green Hot Rods unveiled a new logo, a new color, and several new uniforms. And let me just say, the Hot Rods look revved up for the season. Maxwell Trink reporting live from Diddle Arena, and not only are the WKU Hilltoppers hosting Center College tonight, they're also hosting hundreds of people tonight that have been devastated by this tornado.
Yeah, how has it been as a minor leaguer seeing the situation with the MLBPA and the whole agreement with collective bargaining?
The Bowling Green boy for sure. I mean, seeing the Hilltoppers and the Spartans continue the success after you left, what does it mean to you to see football thriving still here in Bowling Green?
You know, it's great.
Evan, one of the biggest grips, of course, is the four-seam fastball grip. You know, your standard grip like this, but what other grips do you have? What other pitches do you throw?
So I just hold my four-seam like this.
A huge day for the WKU Hilltoppers as they bring home a Boca Raton Bowl trophy, a huge game for Billy Zappi, not only getting the win, but breaking some records. How has it been to see that on social media, that these people, these fans that don't even know you, and you're playing one game against them, are already raising over, I believe, $13,000 for the community? And you can hear the band, the hype is totally here in Boca Raton, Florida, as the Hilltoppers march into Boca Raton for this big bowl game against App State. Billy Zappi just put on an absolute showcase in his first game with the Hilltoppers. It's rainy, not really the best night to go out and watch some high school football, so how about instead you go home tonight and you watch the Football Frenzy at 10 p.m. over on NBC. Sounds much better than having to deal with this bad weather over here. But for now, I'm Maxwell Trink reporting from South Warren High School. Welcome to Sports, I'm Maxwell Trink. Well, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers made the road trip out to Lexington for a big-time matchup against the Kentucky Wildcats, and might not have been the result that many wanted, but still a very ferocious game. Kentucky enters Rupp Arena ready to take on the 20th ranked Wildcats. Early in this one, Davion McKnight shows us he can box out, securing the rebound and then laying it up for two. Then Oscar Sheboy gets the offensive rebound, but Jamarian Sharp with the swat, 1 of 7 blocks on the night. Jamarian shows off at the other end of the court with the big time slam on the alley-oop, but Kentucky gets into shape as Jacob Toppin gets the slam off the rebound. Then Toppin on the spinorama lay-in over here. Sharp looking like the sharpshooter with the mid-ranger. He leaves the game due to injury but secures 8 points. And Toppin again, a huge dunk, 12 big points for him. Plus Oscar's 28 rebounds propels UK over WKU 95-60.
What our guys have done in the last week and a half or 2 weeks, whatever it's been now, since the tornado has been really special. The way they've played and the way they've come together, and and I know it's been a tough challenge on the state and our community, but hopefully there's a lot of positive things that come from this.
Patrick will be back later on with more sports, but for now, I'm Maxwell Trink reporting from Rupp Arena. Welcome to Sports, I'm Maxwell Trink. Today, Warren Central started their Sweet 16 run against the Male Bulldogs, and the Dragons were fire-breathing on the floor. Warren Central looking to shock the state, taking on Male in Rupp Arena. Male takes the tip, but the Dragons will make a push. Check out the steal by Jaden Lawrence, the Dragons senior, taking it coast to coast, making a beautiful move at the basket for the score. Then Chappelle Whitney takes his time at the top of the key. Check this out. All the time in the world, eyeing the open guy, tossing it to Amari Glover as he nails the layup. Some more good passing leads to an and one in the paint by Chappelle Whitney, and he hypes up the crowd. This game stays tight as Jaden Lawrence fires the three from the corner. Swish! This game goes into overtime, but it's the Dragons' tale, fantasy to reality, as they beat Male 57-54. Welcome back. Well, there's no need to wait. Let's head straight into your Friday Night Hoops highlights. We got to show some love to the big men tonight. How about senior Bradley Gurley laying it in? We see you, baby Gurley. And then check out this crazy turn of events. Brandon Rowe misses that layup. The ball flies all over the place. Somehow South Warren ends up with it. Rowe sends it to Luke Burton, who gets this big block by Elijah Starks. Wow. Somehow, someway, Burton gets the ball back, dishes it out to Rowe, who lays it in this time. South Warren got that score, but Bowling Green gets the win, 74-44. Zappy ties history right here, tossing this ball up to Jarrett Stearns for the big score that puts him at 60 touchdowns this season. But you know what? A good offense has to have some form of run game, and how about Noah Whittington taking this all the way to the house, an 86-yard touchdown after a fumble, making it 38-24 tops. And of course, Mama Trink giving up the thumbs up for that score, showing off her WKU pride. And here's the moment everybody wanted to see. Zappy to Tinsley in the end zone. Rusty Stats, do your thing. Crowned Bailey the king of college football. Back looking for Nat Love in the back of the end zone. Was he in? Was he out? Let's take one more look at this. Well, if you check this out, his back foot looks to be up. How about the first dunk of the season? Jalen Butts with the big slam, but Toppers still trail 14-7. But the dunk of the night after the steal by Davion McKnight by Josh Anderson, who says basketball is back. The fans love it. He loves it. 32-22, Bama State. Anderson not done. Check out that block right over there, putting some extra English on it. Tops do make a strong second half push and go on to win this one, 79-74. It was the return of James Sockley, who finds Marquise Trussell, making it 14-0 Greenwood. And then from quarterback to quarterback, Sockley to Howard, 26-0. Bottom of the ninth, Eric Otzberg hits a crucial game-tying home run. This ties the game at 5. Guess what, folks? It's 7-7 still in extras right now. To the second half we go. The first score comes off the head of Kaylee Manners, and the Greenwood bench goes wild, 1-0 Gators. But with less than 30 seconds left in extra time, DG responds. This time, Devin Barr with the header, 1-0. We go to penalty kicks, where JoJo McCorkle puts the icing on the cake as the Gators chump the Purples 4-3 in PKs, taking home that district title. Welcome back. Sports can be a way for any fan to escape life's hardships, or maybe just relax after a stressful day. For Greenwood senior high schooler Dalton Waggoner, basketball is his way to empower himself and others. The Greenwood Gators are one of the top teams in the Bowling Green area heading into this season. Plenty of experienced faces fill out the Gators roster, including Dalton Waggoner. The 17-year-old guard/forward always wanted to play sports. Basketball was his chance to be a part of a team.
It's such a different, because I can't really play any of the other sports. Like, I can't play football, like baseball, or anything else. And basketball is like one of the only sports I can play. Dalton's life has not been easy. At 2 days old, Dalton was diagnosed with aortic stenosis. The next day, he had heart surgery. Since then, he's had 4 heart surgeries, helping alleviate an incurable condition.
Dalton's medical journey is just that. It's a journey. His heart condition is not one that can ever be fixed. It's just a repair to the next procedure or the next surgery. He's lived a life of hospital stays and clinic visits, and it's something that no child should ever have to endure.
But through all the surgeries, Dalton had his support system, his family, his friends, and basketball.
Basketball's a game, and it's just a game for a lot of people. But for our son, it has been the driving factor that's gotten him back on the court, that's gotten him up out of bed at times when it'd been easy to lay down.
Yes, it's always special to see him get on the court and to make a shot or make an assist or help a teammate out.
I can still remember the day that we walked into Drakes Creek Middle School after his first he had 2 major open heart surgeries there within 2 days. And just to get back in the routine of putting a basketball in his hand, he couldn't shoot it from the 3-point line, he had to shoot it from right under the goal, but just to see him smile and get that, was a small sign that everything's gonna be better.
His grit and resilience has impacted his team as a whole.
He's just positive reinforcement all the time, and even actions, just like a fist bump, anything. It's just, he likes to encourage everybody and makes us better people.
And just seeing how he's gotten through all of them, and now we're, fast forward a bunch of years, we're all seniors now, and he's still with us. And
and he's going to play this season. So it's just cool seeing how many obstacles he's overcome.
If you're ever tired within our practice or something's not going your way, it's real easy just to look over at a kid like that and think, man, I've got it pretty good here.
To Dalton, his story isn't one about himself. It's about inspiring others to push through their struggles.
In April, we had the conversation, Dalton, you're going into your senior year. Basketball could be taken away from you. What would you want to do? And he said, well, I'm going to be there with my team. And we tend to worry about that a lot more than he does. I mean, it was just a natural reaction of, why are y'all asking? I'm going to be there with my team, you know, no matter what.
I would say like they've been probably told that they can't do it and just keep doing it. Because I've been told before that, like by a doctor, that I couldn't play basketball anymore, but I'm still playing to the day.
Dalton, also a fantastic student, finishing in the top 10 percentile for his class, so really good stuff from Dalton. The ACS Lady Patriots have a history of leadership with over 800 program wins and countless banners hanging from their rafters. But one Lady Pat has worked against forces beyond her control to finish out her ACS career as a leader on the Hardwood. ACS Lady Patriot Chloe Cook is in the midst of her senior year. In fact, she's the team's sole senior.
I have kind of enjoyed being the only senior because it gives me that sense of I have to be a leader and I need to do this for my team, and it's really made me step up in places that I didn't know I could.
Adversity is something Chloe has embraced throughout her entire high school career. Being the only senior on the roster may be a challenge, but nothing compares to her junior year.
I lost my junior year due to COVID. I had a lot of issues after the initial COVID, and I'm still struggling some of those today.
After testing positive for the virus, Chloe's mother, Melissa, never thought it would sideline her from sports for an entire school year.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared at all for her to get as sick as she did. I didn't expect that. You don't expect a 17-year-old healthy athlete to have to deal with what she did. So it was challenging.
That broke me. I thought it was the end of the world. I was thankful it wasn't my senior year, but I was also thinking I've let my team down. This is when they need me to be there, and I can't be there for them.
But this did not stop Chloe from supporting her team. Even though she couldn't be on the floor due to long-term COVID symptoms, she was at every game on the bench, acting as a pseudo head coach.
I want to coach when I get older, and I think that really helped me see that that's something I want to do, and it just helped me that if someone came off and this is what they needed to do, I could go up to them and be like, hey, instead of a coach harping on them, it was their teammate who couldn't play that year coming up and saying, hey, you might want to try this next time.
I think back to last year as a junior not playing on the floor, she still impacted our team a lot because she was here every day. She's like a player coach on the sidelines, and she still was impacting our team in her leadership and that kind of thing, even not dressing out any games. This year, that's even more.
She is such a sweet person, and she's such a great leader, and we all look up to her.
A future head coach in the making, Chloe is already inspiring others and delivering inspiring messages.
Older guy like me, I've been around a long time in education, and sometimes you learn a lot from the kids. You want to be their mentor and teach them, but she's one that I've learned, she's very mature and handled that situation a lot better than I would have.
Missing her whole junior year basketball was tough. It was tough on her physically and mentally, but she persevered, and she's been really excited to get to play out her senior year.
Any day that you get to play, appreciate it. Love every second of it because it can be taken in the blink of an eye.
Her mother, Melissa, now an emergency room nurse, played collegiate athletics at Lindsey Wilson, and her dad played baseball for WKU.